This your girl Lynita, and I'm rocking with DJ Pest.
DJ Pest.
All right. Well, I wanted to, talk to you about your career. I'm talking to the model, formerly stripper, because you're not stripping no more, are you?
No, I'm not.
When did you start modeling?
Honestly, I don't even have like no start date or like whatever, but I was literally just asked, "Hey, do you want to do this?" And I have been curious about it. I wanted to start getting into that type of work, so I was like, "Yeah, let me try it." I don't know what I was doing. I don't even know how to pose, no nothing. I mean, like the very first like photo shoot, if you want to call it, was like in high school. I had a homegirl who was in photography class. Um, she had like an assignment or whatever, and we took pictures in like one of the classrooms, and it was a me. Oh my God. It was so funny because it got posted in like big and like them glass containers at school, like a display container or a cabinet or whatever. It got posted in one of those, and I was just embarrassed because like I never did nothing like that before. Um, Back then I was experiencing with hair extensions, so that shit was fucked up. And then that was a little bit embarrassing, but it was like my first time doing it. So the second time I was still nervous. That one came out pretty good. That one I was really comfortable with. I was really confident. Um, it's just it was my first one, so like the poses was basic. But they was cute. They was cute as fuck. So then the second one I got hit up when I see my homegirl. She did a shoot with him before. I was like, okay, this ought to be cute. So I went there and it was so professional. Like they had a creative director there. They had makeup. It was in their garage, but this man's house was like so big. His garage was turned into like a whole like photo shoot studio. Like it was big enough for like a little makeup. It wasn't even little. It was like a table up in there, like a whole little studio set. Um, that's what was nice. So that's what made me wanting to get into doing photo shoots. I got booked for a third one. Um, that one was nice. We did it at a really, really big mansion. So um, we did it with a bunch of girls. That's what even made it better. Like all the girls was awesome. It was a big mansion. We did that. It was cute. It was just somebody had canceled on this photographer. He's like, "Hey, you want to go?" I got put into a group chat. They're like, "You want to come do this?" And I'm like, "I heard the funny sitter." So I made that one. I like that one. It was fun.
So with you modeling, you didn't have any um, no one you was looking up to, like influenced by or.
I mean, like celebrities, like we on Instagram, whatever, all the time. So you get to see other people doing. Like that's how I even came into these photographers before because that's some of my homegirls done did photo shoots with them. So and then around that time I had like just barely got my confidence back. So I was like, I'm down for anything.
What gave you the confidence? Seeing the pictures.
No, not seeing the pictures. Like what gave me the confidence was like I had just moved on from a really bad relationship where I was just stuck out. Um, and then also like it had been some I had been some time on my own, like no boyfriend, not entertaining nobody. I was a single mom, so I was like, trying to take these. So once I got on my own and had that time alone, that's how I gained my confidence back.
You're not calling yourself a model. I noticed you have not said that once.
Because like now I have like a modeling page, but that's just to show like what I've done.
When will you
Like
call yourself a model?
I feel like when I can actually do it on my own, I don't need nobody telling me how to pose, and like that's what I think of
Oh,
model.
okay. That's fair.
Like I'm trying to be on some Winnie Harlow shit.
But you do it well. I've seen both pages. I know what you're referring to. You got this in the bag.
Yeah, you may have the look, but like these are models that get paid for modeling.
Yeah.
Like they go and they steal the show. That's the type of level I'm trying to be on.
I know this is a hard left turn or a hard right turn, but what got you into dancing?
Dancing. Damn. I was young as fuck. So what got me into dancing initially, I wasn't dancing. I just started going to this. I had never been to a strip club. My dude at the time took me to snuck me in. I was maybe like 19, 20.
Mhm.
He took me to this club called Chicas. And I think, yeah, Chicas. We went to Chicas. Around that time, didn't even have alcohol, so I'm drinking on a beer. But it's a small ass club on the west side. It's nothing, nothing. And so, I have my, um, I was aspiring to be a seamstress. So I was like, I'm interested in doing, dance office. So my aunt, she actually owns a dance, exotic dancewear business. So she makes them at home. So at the time, I was taking notes from her. She putting me on game, how to do things, how to sew, all that. In the meantime, I would take the outfits and I'll go to these strip clubs. I had a few. I went to back then it was V Live. I was working in V Live for like a few months. It didn't last long because around that time, like V Live wasn't popping. Like the
Yeah.
girls, the money, all that, it wasn't popping. So I would just go there. Like girls would buy some outfits, but it's not enough to set up shop there. So that only lasted for like maybe a few weeks. I was also at TNA. It's a like hole in the wall club on the south side. I started selling outfits there, and that's when I started making real money. I started like, I was doing really good there, and so I started doing that. But then I had took my sister to a strip class, like her into a strip class, like girls. Uh, it's like kind of by the airport, I think. We went to the girls. It's like a white people club. It's a real nice. It's beautiful. So we went there, and to be like mesmerized. So she was like, okay, I'm about to start doing it. So she started dancing at a club, and once I saw how much money she was bringing, she, just kind of like put me on game, how the club works, told me to go audition. Boom, I went to go audition, got it. Um, and then that's when I started making money, and it was okay money at first. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So that was around when I was like 22 years old.
Mhm.
Then I got pregnant with my son. So I gave birth to him in 20. I stopped before like I started showing. I didn't start showing until I was like 7 months, or like 6.5 months. It was my first kid. So I was dancing up until like 6.5 months. And then I stopped dancing when obviously I started showing, stopped dancing. I was in a relationship with my baby dad. Um, on and off. And then once he went away, I got back into dancing. So that would have been like a little bit, maybe like 11 months afterwards. I got back into dancing, new club, like new girls. Like never met these girls. And, I'm doing really good. So then um, that's when I started going, and I started dancing until up until like I want to say like end of October,
Of
early November.
2021.
Yeah, I haven't been dancing since like since like end of October, um early November 2021.
What's good money? When you say you were making good money.
Well, to me, I was making good money because I also worked a full time job. I was at Chase. I was a credit card fraud investigator at first. Then I went to a support analyst in the same department, in the same fraud department. We were sent working from home as soon as the pandemic happened. So I pretty much had it like, I've been sitting on my ass with Lee, making money because at the time when I left my baby dad, I had moved in with my mom. So I didn't have to pay, nothing like there. So I was stacking up money there. Um, then I moved into my own place. Whole time I'm working from home. So my son was 4 months old. The pandemic had just like, hit. So I got that 4 months off of work. Um, I got that 4 months off of work, and then when I went to my mom's, or went back to work from home. So I didn't have to, do the extra expenses or nothing. So I'm, stacking up money at home, working from home Monday through Friday, 5 a.m. to 1:30. And then I go, on the popping days, I'll go to the club. I had a bomb ass babysitter. My babysitter been, shout out to my babysitter. She's been around since my son was 4 months old. So, she's always down to watch my son. So she helped me a lot and good money to me around that time, working a full-time job. I was making a couple thousand in just a weekend. And then it is all about who you know there too. So it's just like, some nights it'd be like 1,000 or a few thousand in a day. You just luck up sometimes. But yeah, I was making it to a point where I'm making like at least a few thousand in a weekend.
Okay, that's good money.
That's
So
really, I mean,
yeah, so up until October, what made you say, "Nah, I'm good on this. I don't want to do it anymore."
the club stopped popping.
Oh, okay.
You hit that season, ooh, it's not good. Then you start seeing the full-time dancers get little jobs and shit. But I had a job, so with Chase, I was living paycheck to paycheck. So that's when I started dancing, and that shit was helping me, live a better lifestyle. So when dancing isn't popping no more, like, that lifestyle gotta slow down a little bit, and I'm just not for that. I don't like that. Like, I want to be able to do what I want to do and travel, whatever, buy my son this for no reason, ball out, whatever. So I was like, I need like a different way of making money. I told myself that my business is not gonna pop up by itself to where I can stop working at Chase. Um, then I'm gonna get my ass in school. So in the year come, ended up getting into school. So I've been in school right now for nursing, and I'm almost done with the program that I'm started. And then I'll take my prereqs and then going into nursing. But on this path road of like nursing school, so that's what made me stop. I was like, I gotta get my head straight. And then dancing, like, it takes a lot of time from your like family, because it's like you either gonna spend time with your family or you're gonna miss out on these popping nights where you could go hustle, make a few thousand, and then you straight for the next the next month, or like next few months you could get ahead on your bills, shit like that. So it's like, um I'm doing this shit by myself, taking care of my kids. So yeah, I had to. It was a lot of times where I'll be away from my kid for a few weeks at a time on the weekends, because I have him full time during the day, because I work from home. He's with me. He don't need a babysitter. But on the weekends, maybe Thursday through Sunday, possibly, I'm at work all night. So I was like, I gotta change this shit. Plus, like, I can't get in my element unless I'm drinking. So like, I'm, add to drinking every fucking weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
I get that even when I'm DJing, because I'm not really having fun because I got to be taken out of the place, so I got to be drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be so comfortable at home, and then I'll be like, and then I'm that type of person, like, I don't want to fuck with nobody a lot of times, or like, I don't want to fucking talk to you. Like, we talk to these, damn well, I would never fucking talk to you in, out on the street, like, so I got to get in my element in order to be like, hey.
Yeah.
So drinking every weekend, that's a lot.
Yeah, and you working out now. You can't do both. You can't get in shape and
Period. Like, you can't do both, but like, even just like, if you're not doing that, it's not healthy to be drinking every weekend.
That's right.
Having a few drinks, like, on the weekends, at like a brunch, and you do brunch every fucking week. Yeah, that's cool. But like, like from Thursday to Sunday, I'm probably drinking a few drinks. I'm probably like drinking maybe like 4 in a night.
Just off topic, but what was your drink of choice?
Oh, tequila all day.
Tequila?
It don't matter what it is.
Straight?
I'll drink. No, hell no. I need mixed drinks. Yeah, I do some shots, but I need mixed drinks. I can't do that. But what really got me going, I was really like on a strong green tea wave, like
that's it
green
right
tea
there.
cocktail wave. I was on that for a little. It would be so funny because these girls be looking at me like, oh, like, you're weird. Like, why are you getting green tea in the fucking club? But once you taste that shit will give you a buzz real quick.
Yeah, green tea is where it's at. I drink a lot of Hennessy. To this day, still a lot of Hennessy. But if they have
type of girl when I started going out too. But that shit made me sleepy. And then I'll be smoking weeds too, so I'll be like,
You mixing them. You having a lot of fun. Yeah, I gotta pick. It's one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Weed always made me sleepy, but the drink will get me right. But green tea shots is where it's at. I'm trying to tell more people, get green tea shots. They the best.
We're green tea advocates because that's probably the only thing I'll drink, like green tea. And then when I go out, like if I go to a place, I'm getting lemon drop margaritas or lemon drop cocktails or lemon drop shots or like a green tea cocktail or even a Long Island. I'll get that shit all day too. Long Island get me fucked up.
They get everybody fucked up.
I used to get that at this hole in the wall club that I used to work at, Long Island's all the time.
Yeah.
Because like I wanted, the Long Island's, they come in a big cup, so that's what I want. I wanted to, stop paying for drinks like that, so I'll give me a Long Island.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that was
on the night you need to like finesse because there ain't nobody there.
Yeah, one tall
Get
glass.
to Long Island. Get to Long Island and sit the hell out. Wait for somebody to come.
You are a nurse. Is that how to say this?
No, I'm on the road to nursing.
Okay.
But so I started like this program where I'll become a patient care technician. So in this coming September this year, I'll be able to work in a hospital. Right now, I work at, like urgent care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do right now.
Is that what you wanted to do when you were in high school? Like, how did you end up picking that as a career?
Well, like ever since I was little, I used to say that I wanted to be a pediatrician, and I had no idea what a pediatrician was, what they do, no nothing. My dad used to just say, "Oh, you should be a pediatrician. You should be a pediatrician." So by the time I learned what the word mean, I was like, you know what, that sounded like cool. So I was a little wave I was on, just because I felt like it was a cool thing. I mean, as of right now, I don't want to go through the school to be a pediatrician, so that's out the question. I'm not gonna do that, but I've always wanted to be something in healthcare. I'm that type of person that'll take care of you. Like my family sees it all the time. I'll take care of you, cook you something, whatever. I don't care what time of the night it is. You can wake me up and be like, I'm hungry. Like I just need somebody to talk to. I'm that type of person. Okay, well, let me get you situated. Sit down. What you want? Like, I'm that type of person. So I'll take care of you. So I feel like, with nursing, when I saw the pandemic hit, nursing was like the one job that was like needed. Like, yeah, you work in them conditions, but man, I done seen these nurses balling out. Like, their whole life changed. YouTube is like YouTube University to me. So like, if I want to learn something, that's why I go on YouTube and I'll just binge watch on something. It's fucking girls younger than me, like balling out. They nursing, they do their shift, whatever. And then on top of that, they get to travel. Once you become a travel nurse, like you get to go and take assignments wherever you want. So I feel like I only have one kid and he's young. Like he's not going to remember me not being there, while I'm trying to get some money together for us to build a foundation for us. So, I spoke to my mom. I was like, you think maybe if I'm able to pay your bills that you could be my nanny and, you'd be able to travel with me and stuff like that. So she was down for it. So I was like, okay, shoot, I'm going to go to school for this.
What's the best part about traveling for you? You always been like this?
No, see, like I didn't grow up, traveling. I didn't grow up with a lot of money. It was 6 of us, my mom, so my parents, it was 6 of us. It's a lot of kids to take care of. So I didn't grow up like with it being able to have the means to travel or even like if I got invited, sometimes I wouldn't be able to go because I either wouldn't have the time available at work or I didn't have the money. I just missed out on too many opportunities that I could have had. So once I got my refound happiness from leaving my, previous relationship with my baby dad, I just started, doing me. I started going to all these places, like traveling and shit. So I really like, I think that it gives you a sense of like to me, it's a real break. Like when the moment you step into the airport, it's just like a breath of fresh air. Like I don't have to worry about nothing. Like just get excited for your trip, And then once you get there, like with me, I'll be wanting to do a whole lot. So like we're not gonna go to sleep until like 4, 5, 6 in the morning because I want to see everything. I want to do everything. So that's the best thing for me is being able to. It's like when I went to Houston, that was a culture shock for me. I'm born and raised in Arizona, So seeing so many Black people, seeing so many like the culture out there, seeing there's so much to do, like seeing these motherfuckers. I went out there for one time for my I think it was my 24th birthday. Yeah, my 24th birthday, I went out to Houston. That was my first time out to Houston. I got shown around by somebody who used to manage Paul Wall. So he knew everybody. So we had a lit ass fucking experience there. Oh my God. And then I went to dance out there. Like just me and my sister looking, we so used to the club closing at 2 because we ain't even work at Jags yet. It closed at 4 o'clock. We so used to getting it closed at 2 a.m. We working at Crazy Bull. We talking about, damn, we tired, bitch. Like, what time this club closed? We Google it, and this shit don't say until 6 in the morning. I was like, oh my God. And then they fucking keep your money to the end, so like you can't leave. So we said, yes, we literally got there at maybe like 9 p.m. I don't know, maybe a little bit earlier. And had to stay there until 6 in the morning. I was like, oh hell motherfucking no.
But was the money worth it?
Huh?
But was the money worth it?
At the time, no. It was in literally during the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
And shout out to Houston people, but I feel like y'all only show love to y'all people, which is cool, you know, whatever. But also back then I was a little chunky, so I'm not even gonna hold them. So but still I was a fine ass bitch, okay? So no, but around that time, like it was a pandemic, like literally during the pandemic, we shouldn't have even been traveling, but airlines was still selling. Like it was literally dead ass in the middle of the pandemic. So I understand why they only show love to their people, but maybe if I know how to work that, now that I know how to work that club, if I was still dancing, oh yeah, I would have made great money.
Is there any temptation at all for you to go back to being a dancer?
I wouldn't go back to being the dancer, but I would go back to bartend or like to be a waitress. I would do that, but to get on the pole now.
The bartenders and the waitresses, they make a lot of money too, though.
The bartenders be winning. Okay?
Yeah, the bartenders actually do win because, not that I should know, but I think it's it's like the fantasy, because when you have the girl dancing, you see everything, but you don't see that in the waitress. You know what I'm saying? So you tend to be attracted to the waitress because it's what you don't see that pulls the attraction.
Exactly. And then you've seen that, these dancers, they come in all the time. They work a lot, so you used to some of the same girls coming through that club. You want to see, you want a different type of conversation with, So I definitely get it. But I just feel like it really depends what type of club you're in, because sometimes you can work at a club and they focus as a bartender. So that's how you going to win. You know what I'm saying? So like they may have food. They make sure the game, shit like that. So that's how you go win.
Yeah, that's an insider. I ain't know that. I'm gonna take note. Well, before I got sidetracked by that, I was going to ask you, what's the one place you want to travel to?
Shit, I want to if I had the choice to, I would definitely live abroad. Because I'm one of those people that want to experience somebody's culture, or I want to learn about their culture, but I want to take the time to learn about their culture so I fully understand it. I'm culture shocked just about seeing so many Black people. I went to Maryland before, and that whole airport employee staff is Black. I ain't never seen that. You go straight out, you see nothing but Black people. So I'm born and raised in Arizona. Yeah, we got Black people here, but we got a lot of mixed people here too. A lot of white people. So I'm not used to seeing just straight Black people. So that was a culture shock for me. And I felt like, learning about my own culture and seeing how other people do it in, different states is really motivated me to see some shit. So I want to go to I really want to go to Japan. My uncle lived out in, I think he lived down in China, and just the shit that he was he bought himself a camera, started vlogging. So seeing that stuff made me want to go do that. I want to experience that. I want to go to Greece, of course, Dubai. Everybody want to go to Dubai, but I want my boo to take me to Dubai. So we're going to say that one.
Okay.
That's like a boo trip. When you get yourself a boo and he balling on you.
Yeah.
Telling you want to go to Dubai.
Yeah. You mix, right?
Yeah, I'm Black and Mexican.
So you have two cultures to entertain or live and fulfill.
Correct. So,
Is that hard?
um, it's hard when the world is going through shit like racist shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's what I want.
That's
You know
really
what I'm
hard.
saying? That's what I wanted to get through. Like, how do you get active in that? Are you an activist or are you just kind of quiet because of being mixed?
Well, I happily claim both.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody asks me, what are you? I say Black and Mexican.
That's good.
So I'm I'm not gonna like claim one side or nothing. But a lot of people don't take me like that. Like it's always been like that in school. And I have motherfuckers in high school be like, oh, I wouldn't date Black girls, but I'll date you because I don't consider you Black. Or I've had plenty of men tell me that up until like now. So
Hold on, you had plenty of men tell you that they don't date Black girls, but they'll date you?
mhm. Or like they don't see either that statement or they'll tell me like I don't see you as Black.
How does that make you feel?
It made me feel some type of way because I'm like, boy, like I'm Black, okay, like I don't give, I'm Black. That's the only time it made me feel some type of way. And then like, if somebody says some racist shit in front of my face, like I'm gonna pop off. But like, I'm not necessarily been one of those people that been like going on Facebook talking about it. Making a post like I'm not no activist type shit, but I do openly claim both sides. I'm very proud where I come from. Like I don't do the one sided shit.
Do you have a big family?
No, I don't. I mean, I probably do, but I don't know nobody but my siblings. I know one. My mom's prima. I know my dad's sister and my auntie. Shout out to my auntie. I love her. My uncle, his now ex-wife. And that's it. I know of my grandpa. I don't know him. I've seen him. I went out. That's how I went out to Maryland. He lives in Virginia, so I just traveled I flew into Maryland, traveled to Virginia, to Washington, and back. So, um, only that was the only type of like close encounter that I really had with him. Um, I don't know anybody. I don't know no cousins. I didn't grow up with cousins. I grew up with a homegirl's family that took me in as they owned. Like that's the only place I was able to go because my mom didn't trust nobody else. I could only go to her house and her house only. So, you know, I didn't grow up with that. I didn't grow up with like hella friends. I didn't grow up with hella cousins or nothing. It was just my siblings.
How many siblings you have?
I got 5 other siblings, 6 other siblings actually, but one of them is just.
But I noticed that with you growing up by yourself, that's why I think it's easy for you to go to the gym by yourself. It's easy for you to travel by yourself.
You know what? I wanted to go on. No, I'm not like that. I won't even eat by myself. Like you will never catch me sitting down eating. But I'm trying to get away from that. Like I'm trying to find myself in a sense. Like I want to do a solo trip. I had planned a trip to go back to Hawaii by
I saw
myself,
that.
but
Yeah.
yeah, my son. I had bought the ticket, all that. I was ready to go. But the day before I was leaving, I was taking him to the babysitters, and on the way to the babysitters, he threw up in the car. But that was like his third time throwing up. So I was like, oh no,
Yeah.
I can't go. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, and then good thing I didn't go because I was gonna get a job at the hospital. And I had to go get the COVID shot one day. And then the very next day, I got the flu shot. And that shit took me the fuck out. Like, I was gone. So there's no way I could have gone. But that was gonna be my solo trip. I was gonna go. I didn't get to go, so I'm planning the next one.
Are you still going to go to Hawaii for your solo trip, or are you going somewhere else?
You know what? I don't know if I want to go to Hawaii because I've been to Hawaii. I went last year for my birthday, and I don't know. Like my homegirl, she just went to Hawaii with her boyfriend, and the island that she went to, I don't know what it was called, but that shit looks so peaceful. Like I want to do some shit like that. So maybe Hawaii, but I want to see something else. I'm just scared because you hear those fucking horror stories talking about like, oh, 6 Americans are gone, they're missing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think your solo trip should be Sedona.
That's what my mama told me.
Yeah.
I've been to Sedona like as a kid.
But I'm just saying, like, because we've been there,
Like,
but it's like go somewhere close and then like keep going further and further. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to like LA by myself. Like
Oh,
I
okay. Okay, so you did it before. You just
yeah.
okay.
It like I mean like, but that's not no trip. Like I didn't do nothing. I had somebody there too, but I've traveled. I've stayed in LA by myself. I've traveled there by myself. But you know, maybe days later or hours later, I was hanging out with some friends, and then I'll go back by myself. You know, shit. So like it was like a solo trip, but it wasn't a solo trip.
Yeah. I think a solo trip is one plane ticket, one person in the
Like I
hotel
want to
room.
go there. I want to stay by myself. I don't want to meet nobody there. Only time I want to have my phone out is when I'm recording something, you know, because I'll be doing reels and stuff. So, um, or like you know, putting stories. I mean, you know, I'm that type of person. I like to show while I'm traveling or whatever. So that's the only time I want to pull my phone out. Like I don't want to be bothered by nobody. I'm going on there to like get away from shit, you know.
Let's talk about these reels because I've never said this. No one knows. This is the first time they're ever going to hear this. But I got the concept of me doing reels from you.
Fucking
I'm
lies.
dead ass.
I don't even know how to do them. I want somebody to teach me so I can get good at this shit.
Well, what I'm going to say to you is I was watching you do reels when no one in my circle was doing them. I would go on Instagram and I would see you drop a reel. And I mean, like all of them. You at a point you were being consistent. So it was like
At a point I was doing because I started getting paid from it.
and that's what I'm saying. I saw you, a person that I felt like I can talk to. And that, you know, it's not somebody fictional. It's not somebody I'll never see. I saw you screenshot you getting paid from it.
Yes, I posted that shit. I was like,
Yeah.
I was linked. I still get paid from it, but it's you know it's nothing because I'm not consistent. So it's probably like $100, maybe not. But when I was doing it consistently, I was getting like two something, three something.
Yep.
So
And I saw that.
I was like consistent with it. But and then I got like banned for like 60 days or some shit.
Because of what? Because that's what I wanted to know too. Because I saw you doing it, then you just stopped.
Yeah, I got banned. They fucking banned me for such shit. You know, you get too many violations, and they be like, "Okay, you can't do this." That was me.
So what was a violation?
One of them was like too many warnings. I think they gave me some warnings, and then they was like, "Fuck it, like you ain't learned your lesson."
What, showing too much skin or something?
Nah, like them the ones that go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But no, I think what did I do? Oh, I think I was smoking weed on there.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
I did something, or I was rolling a blunt. I was doing something, and they say you had drugs,
Yeah.
you know, like you know something like along that line. And then what else? Oh, and then I took my brother out to Jack's for his 30th birthday.
I remember that.
I had like did a reels, and it had a bunch of booties up in there. So they were like, "This is your second time. We're gonna take." And now for another 30 days, I had to sit out. So I literally barely getting back. Like last month, I probably made like $100 last month, I believe. So they cut it off monthly.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm on like a new cycle. So we're gonna see
What's your end date?
I have to check. Usually it's like it probably don't go like past the 5th, the 9th. I seen it go like they extend it sometimes.
Yeah, mine's the 10th.
Yeah, it don't go past like the first second week of the next month.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, like this is my first time saying it. It's because of your post. I saw your post.
I was trying to look for people. I was like, hey, let's get this shit popping because you know I need people to entertain.
Yeah, it's simple, you know. So now I saw your post. I don't know when it was. Let's just say if this is May, I probably saw it in February. I think I saw it in February. It had to been about February. So I saw your post, and I mean, from there, I went YouTube crazy because I go to YouTube University too. You know?
Okay, maybe that's what I need to do. I need to go research.
Yeah, I learned the algorithm. I learned how to use songs. I learned how to get paid on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. And
you got to hurry! Like,
yeah. Since you're the one who gave me the idea, it's only right that I share what I've learned on my trip with you. Yeah, yeah. But that's when I was talking about me being proud of you and stuff like that, because it's one thing to see somebody talk about it. It's a whole other thing to see somebody doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I see you doing that. And I see you staying consistent in the gym. Not saying you're the only person in the world that's, staying consistent in the gym, but it's also something I want to applaud because you're doing so much. You don't have that much time in the day, yet you're finding a
Man,
way to
I
get
be
all this
so
going.
I be dog tired. Like sometimes like just last week I had worked on 212s and like a day at like 112 and then the next day I worked another 12. I have school in between. Like I go to school on campus Monday and Wednesdays, and then I have it on Zoom Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I'm on school at like work the ending shift of my job. They close at 8 o'clock. So I'm still on the clock from 6 to 8. So I'm in the they so good to me that I could go to school, on Zoom. Then I said I do have it, just open my little laptop in the office, go do some work, whatever. So, I'm blessed to be able to have the job that I do have, the people, my support system. If it wasn't for my support system, I have two babysitters. So shout out to my two babysitters. Um, so my support system, my family, if they're not available, my mama, my brothers, my siblings. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't be able to do the things. Like I'm just barely being able to go to a gym. Usually my workout journey started working out from home. I was just like, I need to get up and do something. So I started working out from home. And from then, I think at that time I had gym anxiety though. So I was doing,
You said gym anxiety? What's
yeah,
that?
like I'm a really shy person. Like it may not seem like it, but I'm a shy person. Like
Okay.
nah, like I be forcing myself to do a lot of the things I do because I be shy to like talk to somebody or like I just don't want to interact. So I be shy, like things like that. So um I had to build up that confidence to go in person to work out in front of people, because the gym is like the club.
Yeah,
See, I
I
went in
saw
the gym
that
every
post a
day.
couple
The gym is
days
like
ago.
the
Yeah, I
club.
saw you say that a couple
Yes.
days ago.
Yes, it be like the club. You see these fine zaddies up in there working out, get their session done. But then you see some bad bitches getting their work done and be like, okay, girl, like, yes. And you can't stop staring at their body. Like, it's literally the clubs because it's like people can't stop staring at your body. Either they're talking about you or
You talking about people staring
they're
at
admiring.
your body or you staring at their body?
That's me. Like, I mean, you people watch up in there. Sometimes you may be on the treadmill and I don't know, you fucking walking on there. You just look at us other people, or you just see this one good looking person. You can't stop locking eyes with them, or like you look over and you be like, "Damn, girl, her body is so nice. I want to look like that." And then you start going consistently. You see these people in there all the time. It's like it's a good feeling getting out, going to the gym, and then you see these people who are consistent. Every time you go into the gym, they there. Like
Yeah.
you don't even have to have their phone number because you're gonna see them the next day. So that's really what be motivating me. Is like I want to live a better lifestyle, like mentally, physically, financially, and the gym has been helping me do that. I'm a really happy person when I go to the gym.
What else do you do as an elective on a day to day? I know traveling is your big thing, but like, what do you do in a day to say this is my me time, other than the gym?
I don't get no me time. I have I'm a single mom, so I have my son all the time. The only time I don't have him is when I go to work or when I'm at school. Um, and then when I have the gym, when I want to do something, um, as far as I go to the gym, he's either already at the sitters or I have a sibling at the house that I can be like, hey, can you watch it real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, if I want to go do something like on the weekends, same thing. It's like my sitters, they always down. They're moms, so like they be at the house. So they be like, pay the price. You pay your price for childcare. So if I want to do something, I make sure that I work hard for it because at the end of the day, I do gotta afford to do the things that I enjoy. Like I live like because of childcare and having to do all of this shit on my own. Like it's a lifestyle that a lot of people wouldn't be able to live because they live like me. Like I'm not that type of person that budgets or whatever. If I like it, I want it, I'm gonna get it. If I think it's cute on my son, like I'll buy him designer. He don't even know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't need none of that shit, but I do it anyways because I want to live that lifestyle.
We're gonna get back into this photo shoot because that's how this conversation started.
That's something that I want to keep going with, though, because I started that shit when I was dancing. You know, I started doing photo shoots when I was dancing.
This is your world. You run all of this. How many photo shoots do you want to put out a month?
Shit, I want to be booked and busy. Shit, no, I mean, so my job, I don't work weekends. So, you know, the weekends I use that time to get my errands done or whatever. But, you know, then in times like I was doing hosting. We do a lot of hosting in Arizona. So a lot of these people reach out to you DMs and put your picture on the flyer. But to me, like I want to see new pictures on the flyer. I want to be booked into these things because like I'm doing so like, you know, I'm going so hard. You know, that's the type of course that I want to take it.
Yeah, I need your help. I need your help because you're a female. You popping. Okay, so I'm DJing. Been DJing since I was 14 years old. I'm 36 right now. I decided to go on my own and start doing my own parties, which has been successful. I mean, sip and bowl, sip and skate, pool parties, boat parties. I'm doing all that.
I need to go to one of those because I did like I went to James Harden had a bowling party out here. He rented out the whole bowling alley. And there's this girl, she was DJing there and she had that place lit. It was like 90s, 2000s music. That's all it was. So, you know, it was a lingerie party mixed with that, open bar. Like that shit was
I know
lit.
exactly what
So
party you're talking about. I know exactly what party you're talking about.
yeah. So, you know, that shit gotta be lit. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's lit. We've been doing it for 2 years, man. It's the best, one of the best events I was doing. What that I am doing.
Yeah, I'm about to go get my nails short, so I'm about to go there and whip some ass and some
yeah,
bowling.
all right.
Get my drink on.
All right.
Party. You know, do a reel up in there.
All right. Well, we got June 10th is the date for the next one.
June 10th, I'll be
but
there.
This is what I need help with because there's a word that's been created and I'm not understanding it only because I've been doing it for so long. It's new to me. So now I'm reaching out to a new group of fellas too, about promoting a party. But now the word is host. Now, when I was coming up, a host was somebody that was on the mic. But now you're saying a host is like somebody that promotes the party?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you bring in people to the party. So like, you know, like now the way we live life is like showing off. Like everybody got something to show off. So you go to these clubs, they be popping a little bit. They want their finest girls in the city to represent their club. So they reach out to you and they be like, hey, do you want to host? And you know, some of them get paid, a lot of them don't. But really, like like the whole experience is like really like it hosting to me. Not getting paid for it is like just a free entry to party. You could get you and your girls in.
Right.
Don't have to worry about it. They're gonna get you a bottle. It's gonna be one bottle, but you're gonna share with the whole. They're gonna have you in this section with other bitches you don't know about. Most of them don't even be bad. Like you're not getting paid for it, but it's a free night of endless party. That's what it's like to me.
But that's what I'm trying to, because you said so many things, it's like key points that's what I need to help with. Okay, so what makes, because let's say these are girls, these are all girls that's in Arizona. What are the ones that's getting paid and what are the ones that's not getting paid? What makes you a paid host and what makes you not a paid host?
To me, like hosting is like the person that's on that flyer is the person that should be getting paid for it. Because at the end of the day, they done posted this shit. They done made this shit share. A lot of people may fuck with you at the end of the day on Instagram, whatever you're posting it, without all your platforms, and may fuck with you. So that will bring them to come out, bring their friends to come out. Oh, do you know where I can get a table? Okay, let me put you onto this table sale. You know, things like that. They see you going out. They want to party with you. These people that admire you on Instagram. So they want to see you in person, you know, things like that. So it's like posting, that's the person you on that flyer should be the person getting paid for that. And you know, if you bring like a girlfriend or whatever, bring 2, 3, 4 girls, you know, that's just endless party for them because they're not the ones hosting, you know. they're just uh, friends coming with
Well,
you.
this is the part where I'm conflicted at, because if we're gonna use you as an example, if you can do all of this by yourself, then why not do it by yourself and not be a host? Why not be someone presenting the actual event?
Um, that's the promoter. The promoter usually will reach out to somebody like me, but like, do you want to
I know. So
host? And host is like, you turning up your
I
section.
know, right? So you with you seeing because you with you being a dancer, you see a different side of the club. Because you're there at the
Right.
end of the night, you see people counting money from the drawer, you see all of this stuff. So if you knowing what the host gets, nothing ever was like, you know what, I don't want to be a host, I want to be a promoter because that's where the money at.
I mean, I could be a promoter, but I think a promoter low key is like a full-time job,
It
because
is.
you
It
have to
is.
be dedicated. Yeah, you have to be dedicated to that. Like, you're out all the time. You're trying to make connections, networking with people all the time. I don't have that type of time.
Facts.
Baby, I got a 9 to 5.
Facts.
Like, if I didn't have to do nothing and I could get paid to party, I'll be a promoter. Cool, yeah, whatever. Because I could do that. I have the connections already. Like, I have a network with people. I could literally put a party together in a week. Like, then I'll be on that type of time. But I don't have that leisure. So hosting is the thing. You can make something real quick off of, like, it's just a weekend. You host in just a section for the night, get a free bottle. That's I done did a few hostings. It was cool, but I don't go out like that.
Yeah.
So like,
You don't want to go out like that no more. Like that's what we
I
talked about.
don't like the club drains you. Like, you get to a point where, like, because it's almost like a party. It's just I'm getting paid for it, and I'm making a lot of money. But at the end of the day, I'm drinking and I'm dancing to fucking popping music. So, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want, like, going to the club with your girls is cool and everything, but like every weekend, this ain't the club. If I'm used to getting paid to party, essentially. So that's why I don't want to host without getting paid anymore.
Mm-hmm. We got a price yet?
Shit, let me do some more research how to do sugar, because I'm an expensive type of bitch. Like, I want to, I like pretty pennies. Okay, like, I want the blue faces.
I'm not gonna say your price is gonna be too high, but your price is gonna be high because you know what you're worth. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah, I
really do know
do.
what you're worth because of your experience and already being in the club. So
Yeah,
somebody trying to offer
yeah,
you 250, that ain't gonna really work.
nah, and like, I'm really cool to party with. Like, I'm the type of person to be like, damn, she's fine. Let me bring her to the section, or like go get her, like get her a drink. I'm really cool to party with. I like to talk to people. I'm a really good vibe when I party. So like, I already know, like, the job will be easy. Let alone, like, I got a little bit of a following behind me. So um, I think it's about time for me to get paid for something like that. If it come out. And then, once I start getting, like, I feel like right now I'm entering that stage. But once I start taking this shit like real serious, oh, I'm gonna shoot to the moon. Like, it's more people are gonna know about me. I'm gonna be doing a lot more shit, like a lot more photo shoots, all that. So I'm determined. Like, this year is just getting my foot in the water. Like, that's all it is right now.
So what is applying pressure? You know what I'm saying? Like once you got this pressure applied, what will we see more of from you?
So you're gonna see, like, more content on my Instagram. You're gonna see a lot more. Like, I think my following, they really fuck with the fact that I travel a lot. They really fuck with the fact that I like to dress up. I like to, go out, show out. Um, but I'm the type of person, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do it in a different state. Because I grew up in Arizona, ain't nobody to see here like that. Like, I done seen everything and anything. So I want to see some different shit, and I want to do ball out in in a different state. So I think that they fuck with that. I'm a foodie. I like, showing what I'm eating. I like taking my son to places. I like, shopping, balling out, like, within my means, obviously. But if I'm getting paid for this, making other sources of income, like, you're gonna see 10 times more than what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, so that's more visuals, more photo shoots, more
Yeah, because people fucking with it, like, it's Instagram. This just gonna be popping.
yeah.
Like, for a long time. So, and a lot of people, they get their inspiration from Instagram. Like, so, creating that type of content for them to see, that's, that's my job. I'm sorry, be creating to getting more seen, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm. You just hit that 10K too. Was that a goal, or you had,
That's been a goal for me since I started dancing, because I wanted to get more like known. So I think that definitely did put me on a little bit, but I think like ever since I've stopped dancing, I've still been able to maintain it because my personality, like, people see me on stories. I always post on stories. That's like I post a lot on my stories. So
yeah. Okay, so what does your DM look like? And I say that respectfully. I'm saying, what, like, are you pushing delete on a lot of stuff, or a lot of people hitting you up with just crazy stuff? Like, what is the DM of you look like?
my DMs, this is why I can't find a husband, because I don't be answering my DMs. I don't have no boyfriend because I don't answer my DMs.
But do you want one?
I do want one. I miss the feeling of like catering or like being with a man. I miss that feeling. Cooking for a man. I miss that feeling. So that's really probably the only thing that I would say that I would want. I don't know if I want a relationship because these niggas been.
Okay, so you want a boyfriend because of are you familiar with the word empath? Am I saying that right? Is it an empath? You're an empath.
Yeah, and I like to. I don't know. I like to be in somebody's space. Like, I'm not no introvert, so I like knowing that somebody's in the same space as me.
Yeah.
So like, I want me like a little boo thing. When I get tired of you could go.
But what's stopping you from getting that? How long have you been single?
Shoot.
Ooh, you said shoe. Like, been,
No, I'm just trying to remember. Like, it's been probably like almost going on 2 years. Because my last relationship was my baby dad. So that's, that was like 2 years, 2019. But we was on and off for a little bit. So I would say like 2020.
20.
That's when yeah. 2020 is like the year where we was just like, fuck it, whatever, no more.
3 turn-ons, 3 turn-offs. Let's see this. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to help y'all out. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So 3 turn-ons, 3 turn-offs.
Let's start with the turn off.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think the turn offs would be like a bum ass nigga, like just a nigga that ain't got shit to do. Like you don't like, even if you don't go, like, even if you make money from your couch, like you don't want to go to the gym. Like you don't want to go get a pedicure, like like just a bum ass nigga that want everybody to take care of him, like or like a nigga that be running the streets. I don't like niggas that run the streets.
So that's 2. Okay,
yeah.
So make sure. Okay, I'm gonna make sure we keep them count. All right.
I don't like a nigga that runs the streets. I don't like no nigga that don't got nothing going for himself.
But when you say you don't like somebody that run the streets, are you talking about like getting money from the streets, or are you talking about just everywhere? I don't know how to describe what I'm asking, but like I want you to define.
Like, I don't like niggas that be like, oh, $100 zips, I'm delivering.
Okay.
Like I don't want no drug dealer. Yeah. Like I don't want no nigga that just be all up in the strip clubs, talking pee. I don't want or just out all night for no reason. Like you don't check in, you don't ask, you don't let nobody know that you're not gonna be home, or like even a person that's not gonna be home, like that bothers me. Like the fuck you out all night for,
Okay.
No, and then the third one, I think a person that don't respect their lady.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't respect your lady, that's a big turn off for me. And like if you don't like stick up for your lady, that's a big turn off for me.
Okay.
So those are my 3 turn ons. I think my 3 turn ons. A man that can lead, like a man that can lead a household, that can take care of the household. That's a turn on to me. And I'm not saying like that because I'm a gold digger. Like I just want a nigga with money so I can spend his shit. I say that because I didn't have that growing up. So seeing that's a turn on. So My second turn on would be a man like a dress. If you could dress real good, ooh, panties in the dryer.
Okay.
Sort of panties in the dryer. And then a third turn on is a tall and skinny nigga. I love tall skinny niggas.
All right. You heard it here first. I don't know if she's gonna respond to your DM, but you can.
I probably won't respond. Depending if I go to your profile, I'll be like, okay,
So
whatever.
wait, you see the message, then you profile check, then you that determines if you because you're going through the pictures and the post that
A
determines.
lot of the times, yeah, a lot of times the reason why these dudes is lacking or missing in shots because they're not cute. Like that'd be 90% of it. 90% of it. They're not going to a phase where I'll be like, I just don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to entertain nobody. So I
You said
don't
you go through a
respond
phase
to.
like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
very often. Like that's the type of time I'll be on sometimes. Unless I like really, really, really fuck with you, like you're a boo. We just never took it there. That's the only person that would get a response out of me. Like if you were to hit me up randomly or
Mhm.
whatever. But other than that, like that's why I don't have no boyfriend because I don't be letting these new dudes come and sweep me off my feet.
But you want to be swept off your feet, no?
I do.
This is conflicting. Like this is.
The man that be hitting me up is just not hitting. That's what it is. And I'm talking, and I done dated broke dudes. I done dated, niggas with money. I done dated squares. I done dated street dudes, fat, tall, short, all that. I ain't found the one.
In 2 years.
2 years. I mean, 2 years is not a lot of
That's
time.
a long time.
I don't think so. Maybe like 5 years.
All right, all right, all right. Because I mean, you're right. 2 years isn't a long time, but I'm looking at.
That's like saying I'm 2 years in a divorce. That's not a long time. I'm thinking that you still fucking with your wife, your ex. 2 years is not a long time being
But when
divorced.
that person says 5 years, it's like, oh, now he cooking. That's a long time.
That's a long time. 5 years and you've been divorced. Okay, y'all sick of each other's shit. Like you ain't go back.
I've asked a lot of questions. I'm even more impressed. You know, I've been every time I talk to you, I'm impressed. I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? And I am, but it's something that I wanted to have this conversation, and I want this conversation to be recorded so we can share it because I'm conversating with a dope person, somebody that's motivated, somebody that's if they have something they want to do, they're going to do it. They don't really let anybody stop that. Because even with you in the gym, I remember seeing you in the gym. Let's say when you first started going to the gym, EOS, you was with your people, and then I saw your people not there. And usually when that happens, if they not going, I ain't gonna go.
I was on that type of time at one point, but I was like, "What the fuck I'm doing? I gotta like." They're not gonna be there all
Yeah,
the
and then I saw you going to the gym. I saw you putting the phone, like you still doing your thing. So if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. So it's just good knowing that I got somebody that motivates me in my phone book because in these times it's very hard to find.
yeah. And that's what I want to do through my Instagram is like motivate. Like I wanna motivate the woman that's on my page. Like with nursing, I want to be a labor and delivery nurse. Like I want to be for women. I want to work for women. So like my Instagram page, that's what I want. I love seeing women ball out. I like seeing successful Black women, successful Latinx women, Latinas. I love seeing them ball out. Like I want to see all the women on my feet on my timeline um, be successful. I want to see them win. I want to see them live lavish lives. Like we deserve this as single moms working hard to do this. We deserve that type of lifestyle. And to me, I'm like I'm gonna get it whether I'm doing it by myself. It's gonna take some time. I always tell myself my blessing's gonna come. Like I done been around people who was balling without me. Like I don't have significant others ball out and just leave me like bottom bitch, shit like that. So I'm gonna get it. Like I deserve it, and I'm not gonna stop working until that happens.
All right. Well, for anybody who has just seen you for the first time, they just met you through this podcast, where can they follow you?
My Instagram is at Lynita, badass, LYNITA or BADAZZ. Sorry. That's my Instagram. That's pretty much everything for my platform. Snapchat, Laynaboo7, LAYNABOO7. I'm pretty much on that. Instagram. I don't have Twitter. I don't know how to work it. And Facebook. That's Facebook. You find on your own. I don't need no new followers on Facebook unless you're talking baby dad, baby mom drama. I want to know.
Oh my.
That's where I watch my hood
right.
TV. I figure out everybody's business. If you want to tell your business, hit me on Facebook.
DJ Pest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest internet radio station on the planet.
Even the other radio stations are tuning in.
Your choice, your music. YouChoiceRadio.com.